What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Thursday, December 4th. As always, guys, NBA player props got 3 official picks. And guys, stay till the end because I will share an unofficial pick that I couldn't make official because of, book availability and things to that extent. But it is one of my favorite plays that I've made in a while. Guys, we did have a very solid day for the first one in a while. So you know what that means. Someone is a giveaway winner, and that person is going to be Keaton Jones. So Keaton, make sure to DM me on X at TyvanSB, and I'll get in contact with you, send you some $25. Guys, of course, we'll be doing it again. If we do indeed have a profitable day, I'll be giving away $25 to someone who likes this video, comments down below, and is subscribed to the channel. So guys, I'm not a grifter, right? I'm actually giving away $25. So really nothing to lose just by commenting, liking, and being subscribed to the channel. With that being said, guys, let's recap yesterday. All right, guys, finally had a really nice day. Plus 3.89 units. Had some pretty big plus money winners in here. And that's definitely something I'm going to try and lean into a little bit more. But first off, let's just get the loser out of the way. Giannis over 30.5 points. I mean, he got hurt. I think he strained his calf or something. Hopefully it's not too serious. But yeah, he got hurt, played 3 minutes. So pretty dead there. The winners, man, TJ McConnell, 18.5 PRA. Going to be honest with you, I'm not super happy with the read. I think the matchup was great for him, and he was just like walking into like easy middies and stuff like that. But, he only played 16 or 17 minutes, which was way off my projection. So I'm not super happy with that. And that might be something to look at going forward, some unders, because honestly, man, he played really good and still only got 16 minutes. Evan Mobley, over 1.5 threes. Honestly, one of my best reads of the year. Getting that at plus 160 was an absolute joke. He had like 2 in the first quarter. Klingon just left him wide the hell open, man. So that one I felt really good about. Ben Shepherd over 1.5 threes. This one was like a plus 135 or something like that. Honestly, man, he only shot 3 threes. Once again, wasn't my best read. Saw him starting. Denver gives up a ton of catch and shoot stuff. But he shot 3 for 3. And honestly, man, like he was getting some pretty wide open looks, but still not my best read, even though it won. This one, though, guys, I late add Zubac over 14.5 rebounds and assists. Oh, my goodness. Honestly, I think that was another one of my better reads of the year because everything kind of went to plan. He was getting double teamed. Their Hawks were getting killed on the glass. The game was, a favorable script for him with, the Hawks being down so many guys. So really happy with that one, too. Okay, guys, first official play I'm going to go with is going to be Jordan Hawkins over 6.5 points. I know it's kind of a weird one, right? But I really like Jordan Hawkins, man, as a player. Well, as a guy to bet on. I don't think he's all that good as a player. But guys, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Jordan Hawkins hoop, but this dude is like an absolute shot chucker. Like really just be chucking like shots up and stuff. So without Zion, without Poole, and without Herb Jones, obviously that was the case last game. It's the same thing here. He did not play any minutes in overtime, right? So he played 22 regulation minutes. So I think that's very relevant. Played 19 in another game. So look, guys, I have Hawkins playing around like 21 minutes. So with 18 to 24 minutes, and we're not going to have a big sample size this year, but this is just to like a testament to Hawkins, like who he is as a player, right? So this year, nothing too crazy, but just like all time, right? Let's get a big sample size going. All time, last 3 years, same thing. Guys, he's averaging 8.9 points when he gets these minutes. He's averaging 21 minutes on a dot in the sample size. He's over this line in 33 out of 46. And just being honest with you, man, like there's no Poole, no Zion. There's a lot of usage to go around, to be honest with you. I mean, like against the Wolves, right? So, like talking about the matchup just real quick. Obviously, we know that the hit rate's good. We know that he's a chucker. He did get up 7 shots in 22 minutes. He did shoot 2 for 3 from deep. Obviously, you could, take away a 3, and he goes, 2 for 3 from the stripe, 1 for 3 from deep, 2 for 7 overall from the field, and he still goes over. So that's really good volume. I know you guys are going to see like the spot up thing, and I will say like, yes, he is a spot up guy for the most part, but there's also like, he's more of a spot up guy when guys like Jordan Poole is playing, like guys like Zion Williamson is playing, right? Like he's coming off the bench and like playing alongside like Jose Alvarado, like Trey Alexander, Kevon Looney and stuff. Like, yeah, he's going to get decent usage, man. Like if you go down here, you can see he gets a lot of handoff stuff, which is great against the Wolves. Gets a lot of pick and roll handler stuff, which is obviously great against the Wolves, off ball screen, stuff like that. They find ways to use him, man. He's not just like a pure corner camper. He's a very good movement shooter. Loves to like get inside the arc and shoot middies as well. He'll shoot threes and things to that extent. So yeah, Jordan Hawkins, man, I think that 6.5 is too low for him. And I will say it's not the Wolves will try to run him off the 3-point line and force him to shoot those middies. But guys, 1.5 threes at plus 186, dude, is very enticing, right? So this year, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty at all. However, I mean, just this is, like I said, we have a pretty big sample here. He's averaging 1.7 threes made with 18 to 24 minutes. He is over in half of his games. So I do think that, that's a very, very good way to play Hawkins too. And last thing I want to say, man, and I'll get into this on my next play as well. We got an 11.5-point spread. I personally think, like I said, I'm a Wolves fan. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I do personally think that the Wolves don't play with their food here, right? They got punched in the mouth. They found a way to win somehow through some Anthony Edwards heroics, but it was really ugly. I think that, it's a weird spot, right? Like they stayed in New Orleans. They've been thinking about it. I don't think they BS this game, man. I really don't. I really feel strongly about the Wolves winning by margin here, or at least like coming out and like playing really good hoops. And if it is like a Wolves by margin thing, Jordan Hawkins is actually going to benefit from that with some garbage time minutes. So yeah, I think that Jordan Hawkins, like that could be an out too. Like say he has like 4 points and there's 5 minutes left in the game. He's playing with absolute bums and just like chucks 3 threes up, makes one of them, and we cash. So yeah, I think that there's a lot of outs here for this Hawkins over 6.5 points. Like I said, also really big fan of Hawkins over 1.5 threes, especially guys, just given the price, obviously. Staying in the same game, second official play, guys, it's going to be Anthony Edwards under 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Also was torn between this and under 29.5 points. Decided to go with the PRA because, like I said, at the end of the Hawkins reasoning, right? I do feel strongly like there is a decent chance of blowout. So look, guys, if we go to Ant this year, not going to lie, of course, he's been very, very good. He's been very, very good. If you take out this injury game, he's averaging 40.3 PRA. He's over in 11 out of 16 games. Guys, I will say, man, I was not wrong with my under last game, I don't think. He had 10 points at halftime. He was getting blitzed, doubled, trapped at will. Here's the thing. Those Pelicans traps aren't super effective. But still, guys, I think that the reason why Anthony Edwards went over so much, guys, and this is just going to be me talking ball, right? So the Wolves were getting their asses kicked. And obviously, when you're a superstar and you're getting doubled and you can beat the doubles, right, you're going to do that in desperation, right? Julius Randle, his co-star, had an awful game. I know you're going to look at the end of the box score. He had 16 points. Guys, I believe he had 8 points in overtime. So he had 8 points in regulation. He got an awful, awful performance from his co-star, Julius Randle. He got the perfect game script to just go off. And, his step back three was going. Everything was going for him, right? It was just, honestly, I think I got really unlucky with the game state and everything on that Anthony Edwards under points thing. So look, and I know you guys might be like, well, if he's getting trapped and doubled, why are you taking assists? It's because, honestly, dude, traps and doubles really just turn into like hockey assists for the most part. So I feel confident allowing or including that in. And yeah, like I said, man, this is not a good matchup. Pelicans allow the highest catch and shoot frequency in the league by a mile, dude. It's like 40% frequency over the last 10 games, which is insane, right? Like I've been betting for a while, and I don't know if I've ever seen over a 10-game sample size a team allow, a 40% catch and shoot frequency. And obviously, guys, like Ant's not a catch and shoot guy. He's an on-ball guy. It's like the catch and shoot guys are Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, Jaden McDaniels, maybe some Terrence Shannon Jr., Mike Conley, honestly, is pretty much a catch and shoot guy at this point in his career. So yeah, Ant creates advantages for other people, for his teammates. I expect that to be the case here. I expect the Wolves not to BS. I think there's a decent chance that we don't see Ant play in the fourth quarter. Let's not forget, guys, Ant did just play like 36 straight minutes to end that game. And yes, it's not a back-to-back, but still, man, I think they want to get this dude some rest if they can. He's been on an absolute tear. But yeah, I'm taking Ants under, man. Unless the Wolves are absolutely BSing again. I think that this one, should stay under decently comfortably. So yeah, big fan of Ant unders. Like I said, the only reason why I'm even contemplating this, and I feel like I have to explain myself, is because I got cooked on the under last time. But like I said, man, I truly do believe that we got pretty unlucky and that it was a game script thing and a Julius Randle stinker thing. All right, guys, third and final official play. Like I said, I do have an unofficial play that I'll get into after this, but I'm going with Egor Demin over 13.5 points and rebounds. So look, if you do the math here, right, this is kind of like a math nerd one, but without Cam Thomas, right, he's averaging 25.3 minutes, 14.2 points and rebounds. So if we just do a little bit of math here, right, and look at his recent games. So 25 minutes, 27 minutes, 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 28 minutes, 29 minutes. I have him playing 27 minutes here. And in games without Cam Thomas, per 27 minutes, he is at 15.1 points and rebounds. Guys, obviously the Jazz are like the worst defense in the league, right? They're terrible at guarding above the break threes, second most on the year. That's literally 63% of Yegor's points, which is just insane, right? This is a great matchup for him to score the rock. Honestly, probably to assist it too. I just wasn't a fan. I just preferred 13.5 PR over the 18.5 PRA, but now I definitely prefer the 18.5 PRA. Yeah, obviously, guys, this is an amazing matchup for Yegor. But honestly, that's not even like my favorite part about this. I think that there's upside here that Michael Porter Jr. is going to rest. So look, man, let's be real with ourselves. Neither of these front offices want to win this game, right? Like it's Jazz Nets. There's a very good chance that both these teams are tanking their asses off over like the last 30 games of the year, especially because, there's a great draft class too. So look, it's a back-to-back with travel. The front office does not want to win this game. Coming off of 34 minutes, I think there's honestly a decent chance that MPJ gets ruled out for rest here. I really do. And if that's the case, I already did the crunch the numbers on this. If you take MPJ and Cam Thomas off the court, Yegor is at 18.2 points and rebounds per 27 minutes. And he is shooting 37% only and 31.4% from deep in those splits too. So yeah, look, I'm not like I said, we don't need MPJ to sit at all for Yegor to get over this line. We really don't. But if he does, then it should be like, close to free, right? Obviously, it can still lose. It's Egor Demin at the end of the day who we're betting on, but we'll get ridiculous closing line value, and that's what I mean by that. So, yeah, I think that there's some upside for, weird stuff to happen, and yeah, just a great matchup for Yegor. The Jazz are terrible at defending the above the break threes, and that's pretty much his game. So, all right, guys. So this is the unofficial play. Like I said, I played his rebounds, Day'Ron Sharpe, that is. It's unofficial because it wasn't at enough books, right? But honestly, when I saw it, I just couldn't help myself. I'm like, I'm getting in on this for myself, for others, for people who can get down, etc. Because I really, really love Day'Ron Sharpe stuff here. So look, it's not widely available at all. It's like an MGM 365. Some rebounds are up at like, some decent amount of books. And I think that that's good stuff, right? Even though it's juiced, I do really like it. PRA stuff. I'm just gonna use PRA for the example here. So look, this is Day'Ron Sharpe on back-to-backs, right? On back-to-backs, 22 minutes, 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Him and Claxton don't share the floor together. He's the direct backup to Claxton, right? So, and if you look at Claxton on back-to-backs, it's going to be like the exact correlation. But what I want to look at Claxton here, like I said, same thing stands with like Claxton. He's kind of a vet. He's young, but he's a vet, especially for this Brooklyn team. He's coming off of 35 minutes, and it's back-to-back with travel, right, in a game that the front office does not want to win. Not saying that Claxton's going to sit, but he's probably going to play like 28 minutes, 26 minutes, 30 minutes or something. So what that means is that we're probably going to get 18 to 22 minutes from Day'Ron Sharpe, and there's potential, of course, of Claxton sitting. Wouldn't bank on it. I think that there's a better chance that Porter sits rather than Sharpe. But if you just go to like 18 to 22 minutes, like I said, that's where I have him at. He's played 20 to 23 minutes in all four back-to-backs this year. So, like I said, I took his over 4.5 rebounds at like minus 120. There's still some juiced 4.5s out there. I think that's a great look. I mean, this is 18 to 22 this year. This is 18 to 22 of all time, right? He's averaging 7.9 rebounds in the sample, right? And he's only playing 8. He's a really good per minute rebounder, man. So, like I said, 5.5 plus money. I don't hate that. I don't hate just like going after a ladder early, right? Maybe you take like 8, and then if you could probably get 8 for like a ridiculously good price, and it has a chance of hitting, obviously, even if Claxton does. It's like a 50% chance of hitting, even if Claxton doesn't sit, right? But yeah, and then if you go to like PRA for Day'Ron Sharpe, obviously it's gonna be really good. Points too. I mean, all this stuff's really good, man. So I think Day'Ron Sharpe, his back-to-back numbers are great this year. I think that Claxton isn't gonna play a ton. I wouldn't like go too crazy on this, man, because like I said, I could be wrong. We have a small sample size of back-to-backs. Claxton could easily play. Maybe I'm completely wrong here. But yeah, I really like Day'Ron Sharpe stuff here, man. And this is probably my favorite play that I've made in a really long time. So all Day'Ron Sharpe stuff is good. If you can find a book to get it down on like rebounds, points, PRA, I think all that stuff's really good. Like I said, I personally went 4.5 rebounds at a better price than what's currently active. But yeah, Day'Ron Sharpe stuff I think is awesome, man. All right, guys. So that is going to do it. As always, I do appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment down below what your favorite play is to be entered in the $25 giveaway. And yeah, guys, I will be live tonight at 6 p.m. So make sure you guys are tapped into that. Should be a pretty fun one. And as always, I will catch you guys next time.